jump scare! Here we are! Yeah, hello. It's been a while since I've had an art stream. Yesterday was not one of them. Hi BB, how are you doing today? And look at me, I've set up the iPad properly. Even got a top-down camera. I put that boom arm that I got yesterday up. And yeah, technically I wanted it to be like here so I can, move it around a bit more. But I think it's okay back there, like far away, for when I do streams. Then it's more out of the way, because the moment I placed it over here, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be in the camera and hiding me a lot. So, yeah. So I don't know if the music's actually audible. I mean, I only have some lo-fi stuff on. I think that might be better. But yeah, the original idea was to just, doodle a bit today, but then I had the urge to do some emote work, although I'm not sure when exactly we will actually be able to use emotes here on YouTube. But I might still upload them to Twitch so that I could use them in other streams, So yeah, we've got a couple here. Let's start with Honor saying Mom. The innocent pleb. Him being happy. That happens from time to time. Sweet little Elise. Elise being sus. Or somebody else being sus. And Arno's food emote. And then I have the other animated one, which is over here. Still need to adjust the timing a bit with the treat coming down. It feels a bit too long. So I might just, get rid of a couple of death frames. Yeah, but he will be eating continuously. So, I think we should start with this one. Yes, you can finally give virtual treats to the bestest boy. I'm currently being joined by the bestest girl because the bestest boy is still emptying the food bowl over there. And there is the bestest girl. Yeah, I fed them just before stream started, so we would have some peace and quiet. We shall see if that actually happens. I'm not yet sure if I can believe it. So, I've kind of tried my way through a lot of these brushes in Procreate so far, but I honestly have to say I wish I could delete a couple of them. It's not that I don't like them or anything, it's just mostly I don't foresee use for them and I would like them to not take up space. Thank you. So, nice thing about the iPad is that's like, I can rotate this just the way I need it. But I'd like the eye a bit more open in that direction. And I know specifically for emote work, I do not need to be like super precise because you only see them very small. But I can't help it, I'm a perfectionist. And it is not fun being one. What's the matter, sweet boy? Where are you? Why are you meowing? Have you not had enough food? Okay, he's silent now. I guess he had enough food. Oh, making it smaller. That's not the intention. I keep forgetting that I need to get the whole selection tool back selected, because then most other art programs it just stays that way. Oh, those gloves, I crocheted them myself 2 or 3 years ago. I was still at the old place, that much I remember for sure. And yeah, these are some really nice fixed stitches. And they're very, very comfy. And I like them for painting here, so... because sometimes I'm like... I keep playing with the pen like this. I can easily do that on my Cintiq since that one is not touch activated. But the iPad screen is, so... for that extra palm rejection, so the palm is not even on the screen. It's just something that right now helps a lot. And maybe I'll make some more and go a bit further, like further up here, cause I would like some that go really far in. I'm not somebody who's getting cold a lot, but they would look fancy, I imagine. To solve this one a bit differently. Let's go with red. Okay, now they would dress up the cat tree. I'm still having some PTSD, I think, like a very, very light form of it, from when Arno basically pulled down the entire table in the kitchen. Because anytime there's a loud noise, I'm just like, oh no, oh no, oh no. 99% of the time, they're not doing anything bad, it's just me imagining the worst of it. Also, you know, I have to admit, I was this close to also booting up KCD today and just playing KCD on stream. But I kind of promised an art stream, so no KCD today. I can play that by myself tomorrow. After a writing session, because I need to really step up my game with that one. So the other thing with the paint selection here, the color circle, that's the one. That really bugs me is that you don't have a corner to pull this in to be sure you're getting a proper plug. Why are you doing this to me? I mean, because I could get this one, but then I don't know, I don't like these two sliders specifically. Don't mind that one. Could be a bit wider. Guess I could take this one too. Yeah, I haven't really added any kind of colors here. So, yeah. Those are my complaints so far. Not a whole lot. So, okay, there was a way to put this as a reference layer. Reference. So then he has these very light brown eyes. So, now where's this infernal cat when you really need him to reference him? Can I look up some photos of him? Good thing I take a lot of photos of him, because he's that kind of goober. also something I really need to change about this brush. Yeah, that's better. Because I hate it when it is adjusting the lines after I put them down. Never liked that. That was the one thing I really, really didn't think too highly of when I first heard of this program. So, his nose was mixed by black. One of the sweaters that's just arms. Yeah, I guess that could work. Yeah, he was trying to, but he kind of fell through whatever he was trying to jump on. Maybe if I had put a hay card there instead. Maybe that would have helped. Alright. So probably should put this a bit more there so you can actually see what I'm doing here. I guess technically we could have this as an animation of sorts too. Let me see. No. Okay. You can do this. Sooner or later. Okay, that is just a little bit too fast. uh, would this even register? It is small. Barely. just in case we have something on a dark background. Turn it off. Whiskers or like eyebrow whiskers or not eyebrow whiskers? That's the question of the day. So. Let's continue with this one. Because this one has the cat base that I would like to use for the rest of them. You know, work smart, not hard. Let's also put the background back on. Let's also get the nose in there. So I should probably turn off the animation assist for now. Turn all the access ones off. Alright, then now we can continue with this one. That's reference. Let me pick this color, please. Thank you. Okay, that doesn't work the way I wanted to. Maybe I need to go into the settings a bit so it doesn't just go by transparency or something, but also by color borders better. yeah, you can see it. There's a little ladybug. Did use a particular mustard color for it's gone. I think for the two Elise ones, I'll just redo that. I think that's easier than just copying it, mirroring it, and then trying to put it into place. Let's group them all. So the scribble feature is sometimes really nice. And sometimes a nightmare. No, don't want to open up parentheses. There we go. Okay, let's do a happy one for now. So, don't think I need a new layer, I already have this one. So, this emote is definitely one of those. He just had dreams. That's why he's so happy. Come on, ladybug. Get away from here. There. Let's get her somewhere else, please. landscaping.
alpha log. Okay. Okay, I think you need to be a bit darker still.
baby, how you doing? Yeah, I kind of changed streaming venues to YouTube a while back. It kind of helps with, you know, keeping one channel active rather than having two pages in on life support. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Yeah, Arno is very communicative. He likes to meow a lot and scream at me. But yeah, I recently changed over to YouTube because I do have a YouTube channel that is kind of, sort of active. I haven't paid too much attention to it for the most of last year, but hey, it's working again, sort of. So, let's kind of align a bit better with the outline we have. So yeah, Elise gets the sweeter kind of emotes, because generally she is the nicer cat. Not yesterday though. During the stream she was like, "Can I have food? Can I have food?" Where Arno was like, "I'm waiting for food." But yeah, they're currently sleeping on the cat tree in the other room. I'm sure if I were to make any kind of rustling noise, they would be here in an instant. So. But yeah, I'm testing kind of the iPad setup that I can now have, now that everything that I ordered for it is A, here, and B, works. It is surprising just how often only one of those things was true. Oh yeah, these are going to be emotes. With YouTube, it's semi-similar to Twitch. You need to have certain criteria that you met before you can have any kind of the extra noises. Noises, yeah. I read the treat back noise. Some of the extra stuff. I'm really far away from that still, but I am thinking of just uploading these to Twitch anyway, so I can just use them in other people's streams. Until we eventually might have use for them here on YouTube. So, now the question of questions is, do I have a good photo of Elise? Because I do not want to call her over. So let me see if I got a good one somewhere. That's her sleeping. That's her in the cat tree. That's her as Chief Printing Officer. That's her sleeping again. But she is never really looking into that camera, is she? It's the wildest thing with these kitties. The moment I pull out the phone or anything to photograph them with, it's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. Okay, but I have one. Right here. I mean, she looks a bit like a zombie in this one because she has her eyes half closed, but good enough. Yeah, test them on Twitch. You know, just also to see if they are working and stuff. Never a bad thing to test something. Okay. Let's see. Elise, on account of being a tabby, has a bit of a more complicated code. That's the thing that Arno is very easy with. But don't tell him that I called him easy, please. So. Yeah, I think this one is a bit too yellowish. The one we had before. Let's try getting this one. Yeah, I think that might work better. She's a tabby. So let's get this on alpha lock. There we go. So we have another animal on stream right now. There's a ladybug over here. There. Can I zoom in a bit? Yeah, okay, you are not getting the ladybug on camera then. Let me get this. So. Yeah, see? I don't like ladybugs, the ladybug doesn't like me either. It's not coming onto my finger. Oh yeah, Elise is definitely one of the sweetest ones. Especially if she is fed and managed to hunt her brother a bit. For the longest time, Arno had a really easy time with Elise. I mean, she would hiss at him and tell him to go away, but she wasn't really fighting back for a long time, which I later found out was because she was in real heavy pain from her teeth. Now she only has her canines and the front row of teeth left, and she is feisty. Now she's fighting back. And Arno is always very surprised by that. All of this list. Yep, sometimes it has to. But yeah, ever since she had all those teeth pulled, she is so feisty. You can really, like, if you've known her before, you can really see that she must have been in quite the pain, and now has the energy to really play with him too. It's not just that she is actually winning sometimes now. And he's like, what happened? You weren't like this before. So, tabbies are hard to draw too. We have so much color variation in them. Not easy to simplify that. Maybe I should have started out with this color and just, yeah. We're doing it the other way. Good thing is, once I have this done once, I can just copy it over to the next emote. She does have DM, yes. She's my little Majin Elise. But yeah, this is the photo that I'm currently referencing. Let me, oops, paste that in there. Oh, can't post that in here because the link is way too long. Let me do this differently then. Display cut through. I think this one should be fine, yeah. But yeah, that's the photo that I'm referencing, and she does have DM. Again, she looks a bit like half a zombie because her eyes are closed like that. Yeah, she's a good girl. I've had way too many tribulations in her young years. By young years, I mean she's had 1.5 by now. And already teeth trouble. So, can I? Okay, then we shall just try to freehand this. So let's give her that eye wing. Things that nobody will see, but darker tips around the ears. Okay, now that might be a bit have a detail overload for emotes. So let's make it a little bit clearer. So Anna, she has this really nice white spot on her chest. And greenish towards amber eyes. Let's see, how are you looking? That might work. Doesn't have to be 100% accurate. It's just an emote. New layer, that was what I wanted. And turn off the background. So we can do this. Okay, so there we go. Okay, that was just another one of my squatters. Because those ladybugs do be squatters around here. They're not paying rent. Yeah, they really come alive with the stripes. It's so amazing. So, first up, seems to be smaller just a bit. And I know what the other problem is I'm having. Sketch isn't aligned. I mean, the cool thing about emotes is you can be a bit fast and loose with them, since you usually shrink them down quite a bit. You don't see all the little squiggles and the lines. They are quite forgiving in that respect. Now, if they read once they are small is another question entirely. Oops. And if it smells like... Yeah. That is so difficult. And also, I'm more used to having at least comic size stuff to do, and you can get so much more emotion into that, and so much more detail. A pitfall for sure. Alright, and those will be done with color. Oh, wait. This way. Oh, are we got an alpha lock? Yes. Okay. Let's get a darker green in here too. I think this one needs to be darker still. Okay, the capitalization in this is a catastrophe. Yep, I love this face too. It's very much her judging the world. So we've got, let me see. Can I not name this? But yeah, we've got Arno basically crying, "Mom, where's the food?" You have him blabbing. He doesn't do it often, but when he does, that's very him. He's happy. With this one, I'm a bit worried. Because when it's small, you probably won't be able to see the eyes very well. Yes, 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 the blab. He's so cute when blubbing. It's very much like, "Mommy, I'm a little Pepe." Blab. Generally, he is not so little. Yeah, that might be a way to go. Alpha lock. There we go. Might actually work better than there. You can at least see the eyes. Yep, that was a good idea. Thank you, B. Hi, Gigs. It's okay to lurk. Enjoy it. So, then we've got a happy little Elise. Oh, wait. Elise and Sus. And Arno being like, "Food, food, food." So, and I've got 2 of these, and I'm thinking perhaps oh, it doesn't do it if they are grouped like this. Okay, come on, let me grab the group. There we go. Now it is food. So yeah, I'm not sure you will be able to see the squigglies all that much. But hey, minimal animation. Right there. Yeah, Arno's first and only love in life is food. Yeah, I don't think it's very visible once you make it smaller. Like, I think you see that something is happening, but not quite what. VP, I've got a very important question for you. Food? Also, welcome back. Let's get the animation assistant off again. But yeah, we've finished a couple of emotes here. We've got Arno shouting at Mom. I mean, I ate before stream, so I'm good. We've got an Arno blub. A happy Arno. A happy Elise. Elise being like the suspect. And then the food one. So, and I foresee having to export all of these and try to make them look good on Twitch. So, but we still have this one here. I introduced to you Arno eating. So VP, will you send the cooked food via express shipping or something? So we can get it before it's going bad? So something I really want to do here is mostly, we have this frame. Probably don't need that one. And probably not that one either. Because then the timing looks a lot better. Oh yeah, Arno has like 2 brain cells. The one is for eating, the other is for sleeping. Well, technically, when they combine, they're like chaos. So this is going to be fun to do. So much fun. And all of these are called layer 1. So let me just turn all of these off. Ah, no, you're in the wrong. Okay. Hitting the right layers to form groups with is a challenge in Procreate, I feel. Oh, this one is the type case. Look. There's a keyboard here. And oh. Yeah, okay, we're messing with stream layout. But it does have this kickstand. It goes all the way over there, so I can whoop, quite comfortably also have it like this. And have a nice stand too. It's a nice angle. I can't really put it up all that much more, because then this happens. But you know, this is a really nice angle to draw it anyway when I'm sitting at a desk. And when I'm in bed or something, I will probably just put that in and have this one flat and then just against the leggies. But yeah, the copy-paste layer method. It happens once in a while. And the thing with Procreate too is it doesn't put a copy after each copy of the layer. I think, yeah, Photoshop definitely does it. I don't think Psy does it, but CSP probably does it too with the copy. Yeah, the alternative I had for this was, let me get that for a second here. This bad boy. Basically, you can pull it apart a little bit. And then it has a couple of, I don't know if you can see this, but there are a couple of holes that these can go into. That was my alternative in case I had gone with the other stand. So it would be like this on here. And then I just need to make sure everything's in the proper holes. And then I could also angle it a bit more if I needed. Currently this is my impromptu desk easel when I'm doing odd streams with the canvases. Because I don't really want the canvas to be lying flat all that much. So yeah, this one was the alternative in case the case didn't work as well or wasn't sturdy enough at any angle to use it. I've had this one for years at this point and I use it once in a while. Oh yeah, there's a bit of acrylic on there. And I don't even remember why I got it in the first place. Cause the Surface Pro that I had it does have a kickstand integrated into the backing of it. And I think I got it during a Linktober once. Because I had all my Linktobers sketched in Clip Studio and printed them out to ink over them. And I kind of wanted to try more of an angle when inking. And then, yeah, I got this one for my light tablet and it worked well. And then I didn't do Inktober on it. Well, Inktober and Linktober both. I didn't do any of these the year after because got kind of burned out on it. So yeah, I found that for a really long time. If you want me to, I can try to find out when I bought it and how exactly it was called. But it was on Amazon for sure. That much I can say instantly. Okay, note to self, rub it in for BP. Yeah, these days again, I use it mostly as a desk easel thing, because I already have it. I was debating getting a proper desk easel or table easel, but then the makeshift one works well. Oh, your job got a Blue Sky account. That sounds like hell. Do they want to associate with you on Blue Sky? Because then that is definitely a circle in hell, I'm sure. Dante just didn't know about it because he didn't know about Blue Sky at the time. Oh. Like at that point I would be like asking, is he not worried about how that might reflect on the company? But either he doesn't think that far, or he thinks that reflects well on a company. I mean, the good thing is, I don't think you're using your real name on any site online, BP. So they might not find you. I think the eyes we will do in a proper color first. Let me go back in here and make this one visible, because that is where we can steal the eye color. They really see it as a victimless crime, yeah. I kind of told off a coworker of mine who was like we did have this whole company conference thing a week ago, and had a party afterwards. It was space themed, so I made a uniform from Star Trek. And one coworker was like, hey, for anybody who doesn't have a proper costume yet or something, how about we do some of those like textile stickers so you can just put something on? And he proposed an AI generated image, and I was like, so if anybody wants to do this, please use another image. Please. Please. There are so many images online, and I don't think he wanted to use any of those because they have copyright, but the AI generated one doesn't, so you could have gotten this printed, unfortunately. And yeah, that was a bit disheartening. Fortunately, nobody went for it. Most people were like, you know, it's space. We're just wearing something silvery or reflecting and got some of those headbands with the googly things coming up. So, yeah, even if you aren't into Star Trek or Star Wars or any other space, sci-fi, sci-fantasy themed thing, people had other ideas. Hiya Misu, how you doing today? Yeah. I'm so disappointed in people. Like, I know that for a long time now, art has definitely been devalued a lot, because it is so much more present than it would have been like just 300 years ago or so, where you really needed to be either rich or teach it to yourself to get something painted. Sure, you also had people who would do it for cheaper, specifically when they were still learning and stuff, but generally it cost money to do it. Okay, now I still need to be a bit lighter. Why are you so... There, that's better. Thank you, yes, that's my little goober, Arno, who is currently asleep in the other room. And we want him to stay asleep for as long as possible. And if he's not getting any food right now or through me in person, he will at least get some virtual food. So let's turn that one off. So I know where I'm putting this. And then I need this one, please. Thank you. Okay, we've got the right one. He looks very happy about that little piece of kibble there. With me on this, I need to. Yeah, so the whole AI thing is so sad now that it's kind of going through to the general population that is not as well versed in any kind of artist thing. So a lot of times I'm not even faulting them that much, because how should they know? It's not generally their thing or stuff. So yeah, I'm always a bit torn, but on the other hand, they won't know unless they are told. So telling them in as nice a way as possible might be the best way to go at the moment. You do it for yourself if you really want. Yeah. And I mean, I know a lot of people say they don't have the time to learn anything, or the money to learn anything, because you need certain things for it, but art is technically so easy. All you need is a pen or pencil, like even just a normal ballpoint pen would do, and some paper, and then just get to scribbling and learn that way. Sure, you can get the fancy ones, but get started first. Sand and a stick, yes. Yes. And even if you're really good with sand art, there is a chance that you can go and perform somewhere. We, a couple years ago, we did have a performer in Dresden, and one of the many places where performers are. Don't ask me which one it was. Which menu, but she basically had an hour and a half, I think it was, where she had like just a little basin of sand and she would draw in that. And then there was a camera above that would just throw that on the wall. And with just sand and her fingers, she basically told the story of Dresden in the last, whenever it was founded to today. So, yeah, you don't even need a pencil for that. It helps when you train your mind to do something with the things you have at your disposal. So let's duplicate this one. This one in here, and then we will be, whoa, nope. And give me the blank, thank you. So a little less obvious, and I'm still on the wrong layer. There we go. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Yeah, making art is a skill you can learn if you want to. Like, there was this one guy on TikTok that I saw a couple of times coming across my feed. He was legally blind. And still, like, he was mostly doing digital art because, you know, you can zoom, you can change colors a lot easier, and it's a lot more forgiving in, you know, going back and stuff. So that was the way he could do it, and that was the way he did it. And that is fine. He used the tools he had at his disposal to do something. So if somebody who is legally blind can do it, what is really stopping other people? So let's duplicate this again. Oh, and before we do anything else, we hide you. Thank you. This one gets deleted, and this one pulled in.
getting there. One thing we need to hide is this one.
And we only have 2 more layers to do, and then we can just copy paste more. Alright, enjoy the lurk.
But I will duplicate this anyway. Delete this one. And just alter this one. This is genuinely, that's a word for sure, one of the laziest way to animate. But hey, it works. Okay, now this does not have an alpha lock, so we're good. Just need to hide this one. And then color this in. Need to fill this too. And we're making it very easy on ourselves. Like they say, work smart, not hard. I also kind of forgot we need to adjust the silhouette a bit. do this here as well. One here, and there we go.
There we go. We have an eating Arno. Very much the work smart, not hard. Gotta say, I really like this one. But I think I'm seeing something that needs to be adjusted a bit. It's just a minor thing. And then I hope it's not too big for uploading on Twitch. Because that is something I have not accounted for. Yep, he's a goofy little kitty. And he gets food. Save settings.
think 4 is the sweet spot here. Oh. Can we make him spit it out again? Yeah, he's basically getting spitting it out again. So, settings. Let's go back to loop.
Yeah, he is like very much a hamster.
Yeah, that's also kind of all I've had for today. I've got a bunch of emotes on this one, and I don't know why this is.
Okay, now it's portraying properly.
Yeah, also let's come on. There. Group them. Yeah, I've been sketching a lot on this mostly. That's generally my
Verdict anyway, that I'm not sure I will ever make anything with very proper line art. Like right now these are very haphazard in terms of line art, but also when you will see them on as an emote later on, they are small, so you do not need a whole lot of line variation and need to keep that in mind. So I wasn't too worried about that. But if I were to do anything comic-sized or so, I'm a bit worried actually in terms of line art. I have not had the heart to do that yet. But for sketching, this is really, really nice. I like it more to sketch on actually than sitting on my desk and doing it at the Cintiq. I still prefer the Cintiq for line art though. Painting though, that might still happen on the iPad eventually. It's just something I still need to get used to in terms of how it works in Procreate. Because a lot of things that I see people do is, well, yeah, let me get to the proper layer first. There we go. There we go. It's just mixing it a lot by having the smudge tool, and that's not something I'm used to in terms of painting. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that would translate to my workflow. But hey, for sketching it's good. I have been writing on it, I've been taking notes on it. I have a whole lot of notes on here too. Whee! Like look, we are already at 11 pages of notes. Well, 2 empty pages in between because I am working on stuff in between. Yeah, I've also been playing around a bit with Sketchbook Pro. There we go. Really like those. How that one feels. There you go. It's a head. This one is called Sketchbook. Like just Sketchbook. And I do have the Sketchbook Pro 7 version for my desktop, and I'm using it sometimes if I'm really just in the mood for sketching, and it is working really well too. Like it really feels like sketching. It doesn't have any kind of stabilizers in it on the desktop. So yeah, and the brushes it has, they are very responsive in terms of how I would sketch IRL. And yes, Umiso does. It's the new iPad. Well, new to me, it is a 2022 model. It's the 11-inch one, the iPad Pro. So yeah. I didn't want to go with the newest model
because I'm just a bit put off by that price tag. Like, I thought this one was way too expensive, technically. I definitely thought it was way too expensive when none of my peripherals were working. I tested out another case before this one, and it was a heavy, the separate case. Like, it had one real case that you could detach from the keyboard and stuff, which I thought was really interesting. And then the keyboard was basically attached to a kickstand, which then would be something you could magnetically lock into. So technically that is a really nice idea. However, it was pretty heavy because the keyboard needed to be charged separately. And that made it also very thick when it was on the case. And the case I had did not have this whole free thing here. Like, right now you can see there's a dent in the case here, which is fitting perfectly for the Apple Pencil. So yeah, it wasn't quite to my liking, and it was missing this dent. And every product photo it had this dent in there for the Apple Pencil. And I also had an Apple Pencil coming in the same day. Yeah, it was the same day at that point. And I just tried to pair it at first, and it didn't react because there was just, I think, yeah, there was a bit of wiggle room between the pen and where it would attach usually. So the iPad didn't even recognize the pen at that point. So for me it was like, either I'm getting another case, like just for the iPad, and then still use the keyboard. But on the other hand, I was like, you know what, I paid so much money for that, I just wanted to work. So I sent it back, and then I got a case from Logitech, which has the it's basically a type case thing, so the keyboard is attached to the case, and in here, in here, back there, it basically connects to the iPad, and that is how the keyboard gets power. So there is no separate battery or anything in here, and this one is way thinner. Still pretty thick, actually. Whoa. Forgot. When I closed this, you're not seeing anything. But yeah, this is the Surface Pro, and let me get back in here. Yeah, Surface Pro. And this one is thinner. Like, it's a bit frayed around the edges because I've had it for a very long time, and it's just showing signs of use. And this one you could just quite easily, for one, it also has the kickstand right integrated. And for another, if you want to remove the keyboard, you just can. It's connected down here, which you can barely see. That's where it's usually connecting. And I really loved this with the Surface Pro, and ooh, I just smushed a ladybug in here. I'll clean that later. So generally this one is very similar to that what I had with the Surface Pro, and yeah, it's just that you can't detach the keyboard without taking the iPad out of the case. But you know, if I turn it around like that, that's fine. That works still. And also, if I have this one put in and then do stuff back here, I'm pretty sure it notices through probably magnets that the type cover is not actually in use, so that's fine. So yeah, and then the other, well, there you go. Then the other the Apple Pencil that I had
coming in that same day that I had the other cover, which I sent back and got this one for, already had scuff marks all over the flat side here, and it wasn't shrink wrapped either. Like, the packaging wasn't shrink wrapped. I didn't think much of it in terms of the shrink wrapping, because maybe Apple is trying to reduce waste and there's no shrink wrapping. But yeah, it would pair, and then you would get this whole pop-up here for how much charge it has left at the moment, and it was at like 99%. The moment I went into the settings, it already showed 100, so it definitely had a charge and it was recognized, but it didn't do anything. I tried so many things, all the troubleshooting that was recommended online, I did it all. Sometimes twice, just to make sure I did it right. And it didn't work. But it's supposed to just work. Yeah. So, the other thing that I was a bit miffed about, there were 0 pairing instructions for the Apple Pencil with the iPad. Like, just an image of, hey, this is the iPad, this is the Apple Pencil, and an arrow there to attach it. Would have been nice. I googled how to pair the Apple Pencil with the iPad. That's actually not good. And since the other one wasn't working, I was thinking, hey, maybe I was doing something wrong the entire time. But yeah, then I sent that one back as well and just said, you know what, I'll get another one. The second one that came, this one, first of all, it was shrink wrapped. And then it paired because I knew how to pair it, and then, yeah. Then it worked. It showed a charge of, I think, about 30%, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I just need you to come with me into Procreate real quick. And then I did just a little scribbling of like 2 or 3 lines, and then put it back to charge properly so it gets to 100% first, because I read somewhere along the whole troubleshooting thing that you should have it charged to 100% first and then really use it. Yeah, I think if I had gone to an Apple store, the experience would have been different too, because these people are supposed to know how things work. But yeah, there was one pamphlet in there with all the security and cautionary things in 5 different languages or so, and then another one that just showed a photo of the Apple Pencil and was like, yeah, that's what I ordered indeed. Yeah, that was my suspicion as well, Miso. I'm pretty sure that somebody just ordered a new Apple Pencil for themselves and then returned it by putting the old one in there, and then it just got shipped out again. That way you don't have to pay for a new Apple Pencil, I guess. But I didn't know it had to be shrink wrapped, because that was the first time I actually had an Apple Pencil with me, so I had no idea that wasn't normal. But yeah, we live and we learn, and now I have a working setup. The only thing I really want still is some kind of screen protector. I still don't have one, and I'm seeing some dirt on here. Whoop. But yeah, my hope is that a screen protector will not send me on that kind of journey again. But I'm not sure. Yeah, the thing is, I would like to take the iPad with me when I'm traveling and stuff. So I kinda want one just to be doubly sure. And also to make sure that if there's ever like a bigger dust kernel between the tip of this one and this one, I'm able to scratch the screen protector rather than the real screen. So. But yeah, I don't think that one is going to give me as much trouble as the other things. Yeah, I'm still very upset about that first type case. But hey, I splurged for a new one. This one was, I think, 20 or 25 euros more than the other one, but you know, that one worked right out of the box the way it was supposed to. So I'm fine. Yeah, the screen protector is something where I'm like, we shall see if I use it enough and like the use of it before I stick anything to the screen. Cause I figured if I don't like the feeling of sketching on it or just generally with... I've never had an Apple product before, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, especially with the using of apps and stuff. I just figured, you know, I'll try it, and if I don't like it, I can still return it or sell it elsewhere. Because I probably would get a lot of offers for this one still. And so I figured I wouldn't just stick anything to it just yet, and if I like it, I can still get one after. Oh, I cannot imagine life without it. I think. Mostly. Honestly, I liked my Surface Pro a lot. The Surface Pro is also a bit larger. I think it is 13 inches, so I only have the 11-inch iPad. I technically wanted one for 13 inches, but it's so much more pricey for 2 more inches. And the other thing is that the Surface Pro line, specifically the last three or 4 generations, I'm not sure how far they've gotten since 8, they are still very much up there in price and would have been about the same price range that the iPad was, so I figured let's try it. So many people basically swear on this, so I decided let's try it. If we don't like it, we can still return it. That's the good thing about buying anything that it costs a lot. You can still return it, usually. You still have to pay it first, though. And yeah, there were a couple of days so far that I haven't used it much other than to check my Pokemon and get some booster packs in there. You know what I kind of dislike about the Pokemon app? If you let it rest for more than 24 hours, it's not giving you more booster packs. Like if, say, I wasn't accessing the iPad for 2 days, I wouldn't have 4 booster packs I could open, only 2. And I'm not sure I like that one. Yeah, I've been using it a lot for writing too. Both with handwritten notes in GoodNotes. Decided to try that one. I tried a couple more. And also I did play a bit with Freeform. There's stuff over there.
I did try some of that. I kind of looked into other like whiteboard apps, but most of them had in-app purchases that were just annoying to deal with. And I just figured, well, if Apple gives us Freeform as a free one, let's try it. But yeah, I've not really used it a whole lot. I kind of went down to handwritten notes, mostly. And then also Scrivener. Yep. That was the other thing. I wouldn't have gotten an iPad if the version you can Scrivener get for... Or if the Scrivener version you can get for it. That's how the sentence is constructed. If that hadn't been compatible with the one that I have on my desktop. If that would have been a flag with a lot of people like, yeah, you can get the desktop app and sync it via Dropbox to other PC, Windows stuff, but you cannot sync it with any kind of Mac OS or iOS. That would have been basically would have been like, yeah, no, we can't do that. I need to be able to use this as a way to write portably in bed on the couch while traveling or something. So yeah, people said that was possible, so I figured, okay, we'll give it a try. I bought another Scrivener license for, I think it was 25 euros. Or was it 30? Anyway, I bought another one and it synced perfectly. All I needed to do was move the folder into a specified folder in Dropbox so the app could sync it properly. But you know, that is basically nothing. We can do that. That works. So yeah. So far so good. I also decided I was gonna try Adobe Fresco, and I did one little sketch in it and that was it. I also got Vinci for it, so I could theoretically do some editing on or elsewhere, not on a computer, but I hate video editing so much. Why is video editing so awful, boring, tedious, not fun? I think there are more words for it. Some mobile streams? I'm not sure. Like, technically the iPad that I have is one where I could get a SIM card for it. That wasn't much of a criteria for me. I was like, I need Wi-Fi for sure. Anything else is nice but not necessary. But this one does have the slot for the SIM card, so technically if I were to go to a beautiful place that has good reception, it could be stuff. Yeah, but Wi-Fi is not everywhere. Streams from the cafe. You know when I was lost in a cafe? When we were in Munich, okay. It wasn't that far off. But other than that, it's been many years. When was my car window broken? 4 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago. Sounds about right. I mean, there was a pandemic in between, but I wouldn't have gone to a cafe otherwise either. Hey, next time you visit Europe, we are going to Park Asterix. I'm sure they have a cafe there too.
I will need to learn French for that. At least the basics. Like, it kind of stops after bonjour, ça va? Merci. Merde. Yeah, that's it. Oh no, fromage. I know what cheese is. But then it stops. That's 5 words. 5. So yeah, I need to learn some now. But also I need to learn Russian. I also need to learn Russian because there's this one book there. Oh well, the entire series of that book that I would like to read. I think there are five or 6 books in the series. 2 of them were translated into German and then they stopped. And then a year later, the whole Ukraine conflict started. And then I was like, okay, now I'm sure I'm never getting another translation from him. Oh yeah, the letters are really nice. Oh yeah, it was a really nice meme on another server. Let me see if I can find that again. I'm gonna send it to you, BP. I was in there. Oh, there it is. There. It's on its way. Yeah, it's such a dumb one. It's 100% not what the letters actually mean, though. Well, 90%. Let's say 90%, because there are 2 letters, but one that's there in there twice that would kind of work. But yeah, that's about all I have for today. It is a very, very short stream, specifically compared to what we had yesterday, with the stream vaganza for 7.5 hours. That was a long stream yesterday. But yeah, let me pop you over to ending so anybody who might be coming in right now knows we're ending here. So yeah, thank you for joining me today for some emote work. I'll just need to export all of them now and upload them to Twitch to see how they look. And then maybe I will have them ready very soon. I may not be streaming on Twitch anymore, but if I watch others, I might be able to use them. And one day, I may be able to use them on YouTube as well, but I'm still way off for that. But yeah, thanks for joining me and have a nice rest of your day. See ya!